What's going on, IG? I want to take this moment to show you guys something that I'm pretty sure I've shown you before, but I want to show it to you again. Okay, and I'm going to tell you a story behind it as well. So I'll give you guys a few moments. What's going on, superstars? All right. Cool deal. Now, I'm going to draw some stuff up on the board, okay? And I want to share this with you because I think a lot of times people don't, it's very hard for people to pay attention or follow simple, like just really simple instructions, okay, on really how to build their business, all right? Now, what I'm going to show you really works in anything that you do, all right? Now, my chosen field profession is the industry of network marketing, all right? Network marketing, it's a young industry, maybe about 70, 75 years old, and right now it generates $186 billion every single year. All right, so it's a very, very powerful industry that's really helped a lot of people. It's actually created the most millionaires, self-made millionaires since 1978, the industry of network marketing. And what it can do is give you cash flow to invest and do some other things that you want to do as well, all right? But I remember, and I'm telling this quick story, I remember when I got started in this industry, I really wanted to succeed. Right? I really, really, really wanted to succeed. I mean, I really wanted it really, really bad. But here's the thing. Everybody wants it. I think everybody wants it. I think everybody wants a level of success. I think everybody wants to succeed. I think everyone wants to win. I think everybody wants to do well for their families. I think everybody wants to give. I think everybody wants to make a difference. But here's what sets people apart. And it really is the 4 basics to success. There are 4 basics. I'm going to go over those 4 basics with you again. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I did. All right? What I did. Not the guy that I am today. Not this guy. I'm going to show you what I did coming up in the industry. The 25-year-old David, the 26-year-old David, the 27-year-old David, the 28-year-old David. I'm going to show you what that guy did to become a multi-millionaire. All right? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what that guy did to get to $10,000 a month. All right, and then at some point, whenever that is, you're going to say, this is what I'm going to do, right? I mean, I was talking with Jason the other day, and I said, man, the guy told me, David, you got to be in somebody's home 4 times a week. That's what he told me. That's what the guy said. The guy said, David, if you want to succeed, you got to be in somebody's home at least 4 times a week. And I said, okay, and that's what I did. All right, but I want to go over these basics with you because a lot of times, and that's why I said this works in anything that you do. If you're in real estate, you're digital marketing, you're a musician, you're an athlete. Doesn't matter. These 4 basics work every single way. You've got to identify who. You've got to identify this. Not what are you going to do. Not what business are you going to start? Not what industry you're going to be in. No, you've got to identify who. What do I mean by who? Who do you listen to? This is what you've got to identify. This question right here, until you answer this question, it is going to be very challenging for you to succeed in any business. In any business, ladies and gentlemen, it'll be very challenging for you to succeed. You need, because your mind needs a focus, your mind needs an instruction, and your mind needs a hero. See, this person becomes the hero. All right? This person becomes the example. All right? This person becomes the blueprint, so to speak. All right? Everyone from Jay-Z to Drake, all right, to Mbappe, to Messi, to Michael Jordan, to Kobe Bryant, every successful person that's ever walked the face of this earth, no matter what industry they're in, there was somebody that inspired them. There was somebody that was a hero. There was someone that was an example. There was someone who became the blueprint that they followed. Now, maybe they went and made the blueprint even better, right? A lot of them do. But it always starts with this. It always starts with you deciding that you're going to be the protege. Protege. See? See, a protege is a pro. They're a pro at following instructions. And guys, you don't have to be the protege forever. I know you want to be your own whatever, right? That's great. But I'm telling you, it starts here. Until you identify that, it's not going to work. And then once you identify it, all right, then it's a matter of building on top of that, building the trust, right? Because this person, whoever this person is, it's got to be somebody you trust. There's got to be somebody that you trust who they are, and you got to be able to trust their results. And the results is, have they shown someone else how to succeed in what it is that I want to do? Have they succeeded in showing other people? Right? That's really how I gauge a great leader. How many other people have you developed? How many other people have you grown? Right? And not necessarily how many people have you helped become six-figure earners or seven-figure income earners. That's part of it. But how many people have you developed? How many people have you grown as a leader? Who do you listen to? Guys, I can't stress this enough. I'm not going to spend too much time on it today, but I can't stress this enough as to why this is so critical. And whatever it is that you do, you've got to make sure you identify this. All right? Now, once you've identified that, you now have to make a decision that you're going to be teachable and coachable. All right? Now, another word for this is humble. All right? Humble. All right? Teachable and coachable, ladies and gentlemen. This is so critical. I'm going to be willing, right? When you say someone's teachable, that means that they're willing to learn. Coachable really means that they're willing to change. All right? So you got to be teachable and coachable. That means that I'm willing to learn and I'm willing to change. Because once you identify who that person is, in order to keep that person, all right? In order to keep that person in your life, this has to be there. The ability to learn, the ability to change. A lot of times what happens is this. You may meet someone that you're willing to listen to, right? You find who that who is, right? That mentor, that coach. But at some point, that coach or that mentor may have you decide to change something in your approach. And it's tough for a lot of people to be teachable and coachable because maybe the coach or the mentor is telling you something that you don't necessarily agree with. And that's okay, but then that person is no longer the who. Does that make sense? You've stepped out of the four bases of success in that relationship. Now what you have to do is, in whatever chosen field that you want to be in, whatever it is, you've got to find that who, and then you've got to decide that I'm going to be willing to learn, but also I'm going to be willing to change. So if it's real estate, you got to find someone who's built a successful real estate business, learn from them, and if you've been struggling in your real estate business, change whatever it is you need to change, even if you don't necessarily agree with it. If that person has the results, because they may know something you don't know. That's a possibility, right? All right. So teachable and coachable. We call it the teachability index, right? All right. If your willingness to learn is at a 10, but your willingness to change is at a 0, 10 times 0 is 0. What you want is you want your willingness to learn a 10, you want your willingness to change at a 10, and guess what? 10 times 10 gives you 100. Guys, you don't win at 99. That's not how success works. You don't win. This is not, I got an A in success. No, it's 100. Success requires 100. It's not, I scored an 80 or I scored a 90 or I scored a 70. You failed. If you scored a 99, it's failure in success. It takes 100. And whatever it is that you're doing, it takes 100. And I'm going to talk to you about what I mean by that. All right? Because success, this is number 3 here. All right? Success is understanding what I call the success balance scale. There's a balance, all right? And 90 to 99%, all right? 90 to 99% of this balance that I'm talking to you about is going to be on the spiritual side, okay? 90 to 99%. and 1 to 10% is on the physical side. All right? Now, I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and they gave me an excuse. And immediately, once they opened their mouth and they gave me that excuse, I knew the conversations that they were having with themselves. All right? It always starts here. And watch this, guys. It starts with, what are you speaking every single day? You've got to create a mantra. You've got to create an affirmation for your business. As I was coming up, I'm not talking about who I am today, but as I was coming up in this industry, one of the affirmations I would say is, new successful people are coming into my business every single day. Because I was looking for work. I was hunting work. So I needed new successful people to come into my business every single day in order for me to get into their homes. I didn't want just anybody to come into my business. I wanted new successful people, because I knew they were successful in one area of their life. More than likely, they had the tools, they had the expertise, they had the influence in order for them to be successful in another area of their lives. Does that make sense? All right. So words, new successful people coming into my business every single day. That's a mantra. That's something you can speak every single day. If you're trying to get your business off the ground, all right, if you're trying to get your business off the ground, that's a big affirmation that you can have there. New successful people are coming into my business every single day. Now watch this. I speak here, new successful people are coming into my business every single day, but then I go and I prospect every single day. So I'm working on the skill, right? Because that's the physical side of things. I'm working on the skill, but I'm creating over here. I'm creating on the spiritual side, and then I'm working over here on the physical side with the skill side. So I'm prospecting every single day. Where am I prospecting? I'm either prospecting in my warm market, I'm either prospecting in the cold market, or I'm prospecting in the hot market. All right? You're prospecting on social media. You're going live on social media, or you're making a post that's inspirational, right? And you look at who comments, you look at who likes, and maybe you send them a direct message. You get to know someone. 3 to 5 people a day, right? Really 2 to 5 people per day is what you wanna do when it comes to prospecting, right? If you did 5 per day, let's say you went with 5 per day, 5 times, and you just did 5 days a week, that's 25 new prospects. You times that by a month, that's 100 new prospects that you now make contact with. You take that out over a 12-month time frame, that's 1,200 people. If you go 1 out of 10, you sponsored 120 people into your business. Now, what if you had 10 people on your team do that? Now you built a network of over 1,000 people, 1,200 people in your network in 1 year. All right? Now that's going to put you in a six-figure, multiple six-figure residual income in our business, right? In network marketing. All right? So you create over here, new successful people come out of business every single day, and then I put myself around where successful people would be. Right? So I go to the nice hotels, I go to the nice restaurants, right? When I go to the mall, I'll go to the nice stores. But because I've said it, it now has to show up. Everything that shows up physically must show up here first spiritually. So in order for me to meet the new successful people prospecting, I first have to have said it here. If I keep saying my business is not working, if I keep saying, well, there's nobody for me to do presentations with, guess what? Even if I go out and do the work, because I've created something I don't want over here, it can't work over here. I don't know what to tell you guys. This is just, I guess it was just simple. And I was talking with Jason about this, and I said, you know what? I can't really blame people. I was very fortunate. I was very blessed because my dad was a tennis pro. My dad was a tennis pro, and my dad, he would coach me. Since I was, my mom said I picked up a racket when I'm 11 months old. So by 3-4 years, I could hit a backhand. My dad would tell me, okay, Dave, go sit over there, and I want you to hit 100 backhands in a row. And he would feed me 100, just right tennis balls, and here I am hitting 100 in a row. And he said, okay, go over to the other side, and you got to hit 100 forehand. So I guess I was just teachable and coachable from the get-go. Right? And guess what? You're not going to hit every backhand, but you're going to hit 100. Does that make sense? Okay, you got to do 100 serves. So, guys, this stuff is just what I've learned, and I applied it, and it works. It's not just worked for me, it's worked for a lot of people. All right? So you got new successful people come out of business every single day, then I'm prospecting over here. All right? Then you can create words when it comes to another skill set. All right? Everyone that I show this presentation to, they love my presentation. They get involved in my business. Every crowd I'm in front of, they love my presentation. They love what it is that I have to offer. I'm always creating the impression of increase. Everything starts here. Everything starts with the words that are playing in your mind. They're playing in your mind, playing in your heart, ladies and gentlemen. And then over here, I've got to start the process of visualization. All right? All right? This is images, right? I've got to see myself. I've got to see myself as that leader. I've got to see myself as the 6-figure earner, the 7-figure earner, 8-figure earner. I've got to see that. Right? And I see that through pictures. So what I did was I would go and get pictures that coincided with what it is that I wanted. So I had an affirmation, which I've been grateful now that I earned $10,000 a month. So I went and got pictures that coincided with someone who was making $10,000 a month. What would I be driving at $10,000 a month? Where would I be living at $10,000 a month? And I went and got pictures, and I put those pictures all around me. All right? But here's the biggest thing. Over here is the emotions part of it. All right? All of this is creation. This spiritual side here, if you want to really title it outside of spiritual, it's really creation. That's what you're doing here. Emotionalizing it with love and gratitude. All right? Love for what I do, love for people, and grateful. Being grateful for what it is that's happening. All right? See, this side right here is so critical. This is the faith aspect of things. And guys, let me show you this real quick. All right? Let me show you this real quick. Faith is, to me, the most important spiritual sense that we have. All right? There's 5 spiritual senses. But the rest of them, they're all connected to faith. You look at prayer. All right? You look at praise. You look at worship. Okay? And you look at meditation. All right? All of these create this. All right? Because when I'm praying, I'm speaking. When I'm praising, I'm speaking. When I'm worshiping, I'm speaking. When I'm meditating, I'm speaking as well. And when I'm speaking, here's what's happening. I'm hearing. And that's how faith comes. Faith comes by what? Hearing. That's why it's so important for you to be speaking the right things here. Because what it's doing is creating the force that manifests everything. That's the force that manifests everything, faith. All right? Anyone who's ever been successful, they have to have faith. And here's why you need faith. Because faith requires you to be able to hear it. It doesn't require you to be able to see it, because you're not going to see it in the very beginning. You're not going to see the new successful people coming in business every single day. But trust me, you better hear it every single day. And eventually what you're hearing is what you will see. All right? But if you're speaking what you're seeing, you're in trouble. You're in big trouble. Okay? So this side right here is so critical. But then over here, I'm prospecting. I'm presenting. Right? I'm presenting and I'm promoting for the big event. Guys, this stuff is simple. We got a big event coming up here in Houston, Vision Day. It's critical that you promote for that. That you get people, but you're not going to promote for it if you're not prospecting. And if you're not presenting, you're not going to have a lot of people showing up at the big event. They're all tied together. Right? They're all tied together. So every single day, what am I speaking? Every single day, what am I saying? And how am I feeling? This is critical right here. Big. All right? Now, that was number 3. Number 4 is you got to be patient. All right? You got to be patient because you're going to have to learn. This is 4. So number 1 was, who do you listen to? Number 2 is teachable and coachable. Number 3 is the success balance scale. And number 4 is be patient. It's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. All right? But here's what you got to do in that time. Ladies and gentlemen, the guy said, David, this is what you got to do. Ladies and gentlemen, people don't plan to fail. They fail to plan. You got to plan out your success. Okay? How do you win in this industry of network marketing? How do you do it? Well, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. How do you win? 5 letters. Homes. Homes, homes, homes. Okay? Homes. I don't care how you get there. Homes. If you get there through social media, great. Homes. You get there through cold market, great. Homes. And here's why homes. Because you got to develop leaders. I've never seen a leader develop on social media. Never. I've seen people build their business solely on social media, and it's very hard for them to continue to grow because you don't develop. You develop when you're in front of people, when you get over the fear. Okay, that's how you develop. That's how you develop leaders, ladies and gentlemen. Can you identify 4 days out of your very busy schedule, all right, where you're going to be in somebody's home showing the plan? Can you do that? Sunday, 6 p.m., Tuesday, 7 p.m., Friday, 7 p.m., Saturday, 6 p.m. Can you do that? New successful people are coming into my business every single day, so I'm going to have the people, right? I'm prospecting 5 people per day, right? I'm meeting 5 people per day. Okay? I mean, God forbid you do 2 on Saturday. So now you got 5, right? God forbid, right? So this is what a calendar of someone who is part-time in the business. And your goal is to have 5 recruitable prospects at every presentation. Your goal is to help someone get their dual team. So if I sponsored you on Sunday, let's say you came to a meeting on Sunday, all right? More than likely, my goal is I need to be in your home either Thursday or Friday. And let's say Thursday is your weekly meeting. I know here in Houston, we have a weekly meeting on Thursday. All right? So if you came into the business on Sunday, I'm going to have you come to the weekly meeting with a couple of guests. But I'm going to have your home meeting either scheduled for Friday or Saturday. All right? If you got in the business on Tuesday, guess what? I can have you come to the weekly meeting on Thursday, right? But I'm going to have a meeting scheduled for you on Saturday. All right? If you came to a guest came to the weekly meeting on Thursday and they got in, guess what? I'm going to have a home meeting for them on Sunday. If a person got involved in the business on Friday, I'm going to have a home meeting scheduled for them on Tuesday. And my whole goal is just to help them get their dual team. That's the whole goal I'm going to do. All right? So watch this, guys. Basically, you're doing 16 meetings. You're saying, I'm going to do 16 meetings in a month. You grow your business. These new successful leaders are coming into my business every single day. And your goal is to develop 1 to 2 people per month that will have a calendar that looks like this. So let's say over the next year, you and 10 other people are doing this. 10 other leaders are doing this. 16 times 10 is 160 meetings per month. What do you think happens to your business when you have 160 meetings per month happening in your business? Here's the key. It's not about people joining. You got people that are being developed. They're learning how to give a presentation. They're learning how to interact with people. Because guys, you don't become a leader on social media. You don't. You don't. Sorry. All the videos and nice pictures and all that stuff, that's great. All the you can go create all the content you want to create. And there's a place for that. But if you want to become an 8-figure earner in this industry, I'll say this. I don't know an 8-figure per year earner that did it through social media. Just social media. I don't know them. They don't exist. You've got to get in front of people. You can use social media, right? But it's to get in front of people. It's for you to develop and grow, right? And all I'm saying is this. It's not going to happen until you get in these homes. The guy told me, he said, Dave, the guy was a multi-millionaire. And he said, Dave, this is what you got to do. He was making $100,000 a month in the company when we sat down. He said, Dave, this is what you got to do. Okay. Right? You got 6 months goes by, 3 months, a year goes by, and you go, did you do it? No, I didn't do it. Well, what you mean? What you mean you ain't do it? I'm telling guys, those 4 basics, once I got that in 2008. I got the 4 basics to success in 2008. I started working with a mentor of mine in 2009. By 2011, I was a multimillionaire at 28 years old. Okay? All right. Tell me, it's simple. It's not hard. It's not complicated at all. Everybody can do this. Everybody can have a calendar that looks like this. All right? Everybody. And what happens is once you get a pocket and you start developing other people, that's the key. The magic happens when you get 10 other people to do this. But guess what? It won't happen until you do it. I'm doing 4 meetings a week. Times 4, that's 16 meetings that I'm committed to. I'm open for business 16 times. I'm the one that's physically doing the presentation. I'm open for business there. And guess what's going to happen? The more you do it, you're going to get better at it. The more you do it, you're going to get better at it, ladies and gentlemen. And when you get better at it, guess what? You get better results. Right? And then you take all those people that are coming into your business and you get them to the major event. Because that's when decisions is made. That's when excitement, enthusiasm, and the belief really goes to a whole other level. Okay? So, I showed it to you really from a network marketing standpoint, but even if you're not in network marketing, get yourself a calendar, and whatever it is that your coach tells you to do, simple, do it. Do it. Whatever they tell you to do, as long as it's not morally wrong, it doesn't, take away from your values in life, do it. That's simple. Nothing complicated about that. All right? So, just wanted to show that to you. Hopefully you got it. Hopefully you understood it. And I'll keep this live up for you guys. Take care.